Hi everyone, I'm Rashmi Tyagi. I'm a visual artist, illustrator, and graphic designer based out of Vancouver, Canada. It's a real honor to be one of the participating artists in this year's Lantern Festival, which is hosted by the Asian Canadian Special Events Association. My artwork for this year's Lantern Festival is called Beauty That Is Brave. It was inspired by a manifesto that I wrote for my creative practice in 2023, and it's basically rooted in this idea that whatever beauty we create in this world should be stemming from bravery and freedom, and those values mean a lot to me personally. And This piece to me kind of symbolizes that triumph of sisterhood. And if you see closely, there are two female figures that are mirror reflections of each other, and it kind of shows how self-discovery is possible in true honest light when we look into each other and we look into exploring what truth and honesty is for each other. There's also the freedom that is represented in the birds that are soaring above the lush green forest, which kind of is an acknowledgement of that self-discovery. And this piece is a very poetic expression of what I think is true female friendship as well. My work in all of its essence is, I think, a deep exploration of the human emotional spectrum. And as a multidisciplinary artist, I work across mediums, and I do a lot of graphic design work and a lot of illustration work. And I also have started doing a lot of fine art work, which is something new to me, but I'm really excited to explore this in the coming year. Yeah. I'm very rooted in my South Asian heritage, and it influences my identity not just as a creative but also as a person of color. I would say that my work carries a lot of the stories from within my culture. It carries the healing energy of my ancestors. And I often find myself borrowing from the colors and the textures back home, in many ways mimicking the land that I was brought up on. I think my work is also very influenced by the landscape and the nature that I was surrounded by growing up, especially the mountains in North India. In Beauty That Is Brave, I have particularly used a color palette that is almost reminiscent of an Indian summer. And you can see that there are lush green forests and like clear night sky, which is ornamented by a bright moon, and all of these elements are celebrating the divine feminine energy that is just there talking in silence. In Indian culture, we have traditional colorful paper lanterns, which are called kandil in Hindi, and they're used during festivals or a new auspicious occasion like New Year, for example. And especially during Diwali, they are hung outside homes. During New Year, you can see rows of lanterns outside houses, especially at a height, and they kind of symbolically mark the way for the ancestors to come back and join in the festivities as the families gather. So it's a prominent practice to have lanterns out in your houses. I'm very honored to be supporting the Lantern City project this year with my work and being a participating artist in this edition of the Lantern City project, and doing it alongside so many different artists from the city, and representing the diverse creative community. I think that holds such a special place because as someone who is not from this land but has come to this land, I feel very welcomed, and this opportunity to showcase my art means a lot to me. The Year of the Dragon, the theme Born to be Free, is an invitation for people to come together and celebrate their personal victories, to soar above the things that have held them to the ground, and to really reach out like a dragon does, all into the sky, and saying that nothing is an impossible feat. Like, everything is possible for you, and there is bounty and abundance, and you can soar if you wish to. So it's an invitation to allow yourself to do it. Here's wishing you a happy Lunar New Year. May the Year of the Dragon bring you immense joy and happiness. Come celebrate with us as we bring this new year in.